Okay, so today I'm going to make Spanikopita, which is a Greek wonderful appetizer, and it's made with FILO dough. And the trick to actually making this is to get the FILO dough at the absolute perfect temperature. You can buy it at any grocery store, usually in the frozen food department. And what I do is I leave it in overnight. I take it out about 10-15 minutes out of the refrigerator the next day and set it on the counter. And then what you do is you just unroll. And voila, it comes out like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this over to the side here as I get ready to actually assemble the actual Spanikopita triangles. And what we do is we actually form them in a shape of almost like a flag that's being rolled up. So the dish is made with spinach. You can use frozen spinach or regular spinach, some eggs, some cottage cheese, of course some feta, and some scallions and a very large onion. And what you do is you take one sheet, and sometimes they're hard to get apart, and you have to be a little bit careful. So in this case, it kind of folded over. So I'm going to unfold it. And this is the real trick, is getting a single sheet out. And the first one's usually a little bit difficult. You lay it down. I happen to like these kinds of cutting boards. It's the kind that are these white kind of bounce back. And what we're going to do is we're going to just brush this with melted butter. And then we're going to add another sheet. And again, it's paper thin. It's almost like peeling a Kleenex apart. And be careful, you don't want any. Fold it over like that. Brush it again with butter. One more. And again, like I said, the trick is to get it at the right consistency. And if you do, it's very easy to work with. If you don't, it's a pain. And once we've done this, and you can get these pastry brushes at anywhere from Walmart to cooking stores, whatever. And then what I do is I take a big knife, and I'm going to basically make 5. And I did this one horizontally, so I'm going to measure it out, cut down. And then what we do is we take a little bit of the spinach mixture. Now when you do this, you want to make sure that after you've defrosted the spinach, you're not going to actually cook the spinach. You want to squeeze it so that it's completely dry. Otherwise it gets all mushy and tends to make a real sloppy appetizer. Oops, little mistake there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll them up just like a flag. So I'm going to put my finger in there. I'm going to roll it, seal it down, just pick the end up, or the other corner, or the other corner, or the other corner, and voila! We have Spanikopita. Now what you do is you just put it on a baking dish, brush it with a little bit more butter. It's a very non-fattening dish. Bake it at about 350 degrees. I just usually do it maybe 10 minutes. I always keep an eye on it, make sure it's nice and golden brown. Serve them hot. You can actually prepare them ahead of time, freeze them, and then pop them in the oven when you have company. Hope you enjoy it. It's one of my family's favorite Christmas appetizers.